Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Let's start getting through this content, y'all. Feels like we're coming down to the wire. I think we got, what, 9 days left? A lot of content to get through before then. I don't know if we're going to make it. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my absolute best to get through with this playthrough. Let you all see as much of the Demon Path as I possibly can. And do not worry, my black guys... Ooh. Some say that being a kind person is hard work, that most people can't do it. Is that true? Look at the people standing next to you. Don't you want to love those people? Is it so hard to smile at them, to say a kind word, to share with those in need? Don't you feel joy when you do something good for others? And isn't it wonderful when they do the same for you? Kindness is the easiest and most pleasant thing in the world. A crowd is gathered in the street, young and old, civilians and soldiers. Everyone is listening to the frail elf girl, captivated by her delicate voice as it rings out. And what about ungrateful assholes, huh? You do good for them and they just shit on you in return. Just don't be like them. And don't get angry at these people. They don't know what they are doing. Don't abandon them to their silliness and sins. Keep doing good, and you will see, sooner or later, they will realize they were wrong. What is this meeting? This? I'm just talking to good people who want to listen. That girl can talk. Of course, no one's going to live by her sermons, but listening to them is nicer than listening to bards and their songs. Speak for yourself, sinner. I feel myself getting better, kinder, and more spiritual after every sermon. Really? Well, do a good deed then. Give me something for your shop for free. The end of the squabble is drowned out by the laughter of the crowd. Evil. Enough of this nonsense. Your preaching won't make anyone kinder. You think so? Ember looks at the crowd gathered around her. But they are listening to me. Why else would they come here? Commander, don't spoil the mood. Right. If she stops preaching, where are we going to go? To that pathetic theater to look at the Cyclops? Don't listen to him, girl. Keep the sweet lies coming. All right. Ember looks at you hesitantly, then turns to the crowd and keeps preaching. I was talking about being kind to your neighbors. Hey. Let's see if we can actually finally get this Night Gambler's quest done. Probably not, but one can hope. I thought I got rid of Magic Missile. Why is this back on my hotbar again? All right. Won't let me say anything to him. Can't talk to him. Can't talk to him. Still broken. All right. Just checking. Golarion Longsword. I can sell those Fangs of Malice. What's this? Nope, don't need that either. Ooh. Boom, boom, boom. You know what? I forgot. I guess I'll say all this just in case. Can't use that. He could take that. Morale bonus to AC. He could actually use that, but... So right now that gives him a +2 to AC. Each ally in 10 feet. No. Only Woljif is going to remain close by. This helps with initiative. He does not need more initiative. We can actually sell that. blood scent, blah, blah, blah. What is your necklace? Oh, right, you need necklace for natural attacks, right? 10 feet distance, so yeah. What's Wenduag wearing for a necklace? Nothing? You could take this. You kind of stay up close up front. And here. Let me go ahead. I know it bothers a couple of you that I don't level up these party members. I just don't bother because I know I'm not going to need them. Boom, boom. What do you use? 2 weapons. 2 weapon fighting. What you got going on here? Where you at? Abundant casting? So you need improved abundant casting. Actually, no, she doesn't build up. She builds up dexterity. And whatever. Da 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 da. You would use piranha strikes sooner or later. Yep. That's the last one. That's the last one. Excellent. Oh no, I'm gonna have to level up your pet afterwards. No. Paralyzed. What you got? Oh, you don't have destruction shockwave. Definitely need that. And then finally. Excellent. Alright, nice clean list. There you go, Asmodeus. Okay, now.
Food calls me. I'll take the bait.
I could use the help. Sell all this, and then... Yeah, I changed my mind. I'm so excited about the Demon Mythic Path. I want to just go ahead and head straight back to Nocticula, even though I'm only neutral evil, and I really, really wanted to be just flat out evil. Make her all impressed with how corrupted I am. But it is what it is. Okay, that's done. Still got my stuff. Okay. Why can't I click? What is the problem? That's super weird. Okay, whatever. Go back here, up here, up here, and then here. Save, because I don't know what's going to trigger. How's our diligent sinner doing? Have you thoroughly defiled your soul as Our Lady in Shadow ordered? Nocticula sent me to pay you a visit. Yaz inhales slowly and smiles with pleasure. He licks his lips hungrily. What a delicious aroma. The scent of sinful thoughts, intemperance, and violence. Ah, yes. You smell of vice. You positively reek of it. Nocticula will be pleased to hear of your diligence. Why was Nocticula so interested in the corruption of my soul? Who knows? Perhaps she has a role for you to play in one of her schemes, or maybe she didn't like having such a pious prig around. It's likely, however, the demon's grin grows even wider, that the real answer is quite simple. She is the queen of succubi, It's in her nature to tempt, entice, and seduce. Thank you for the compliments, Yaz. You'll find the compliments far sweeter when they come from Our Lady in Shadow. Just wait until she sees how wonderfully corrupted you've become. All right, I guess that's the indication that I'm all good. Today, Irabeth looks unusually lively. Her eyes are shining again, which you haven't seen since the battle for the last chapel. Saluting you, she stands at attention. Commander, forgive me for bothering you with a personal matter, but just want to say how grateful I am to you. During the attack on Dresden, I did not exactly cover myself in glory. You had every reason to throw me out of the army or send me to the condemned. Yet you supported me. You helped me regain my footing and continue to fight. You will not regret this decision. I swear, I will never again let the Crusaders down, neither by my actions, nor by my words, nor by my thoughts. I will be loyal to the Crusade to the end. I expected no less from you. Thank you for believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Irabeth smiles. I have conquered my inner demons. Now I can go back to fighting the real kind. Who are you? Ooh. They approach as if in military formation and lockstep arranged so that the tallest, a white-haired elf, occupies the central position, flanked by the other two. At the same time, it does not seem as though any one of the three is the leader. Knight Commander Asmodeus, we are representatives of the Hellknights in the no man's land of the Worldwound. Paralictor Alminos Rinth from the Order of the Gate, Paralictor Lirana Tai from the Order of the Pike, and Paralictor Jaren Doyelthon from the Order of the Pyre. The elf, Paralictor Alminos Rinth, turns his gaze on you. His voice is dry and his speech is fastidiously formal. We have come to officially greet the commander of the Fifth Crusade on behalf of the coalition of the Hell Knight Orders. The Orders have been and remain fundamentally opposed to demons and demon worshippers. We will continue to act in the no man's land of the Worldwound as an allied force to your armies. Are you willing to participate in joint operations? My armies need support. That is not possible at this moment in time. The Orders are following their own plans. The majority of our forces are deployed far to the west. We are thereby helping you by drawing the attention of the demon armies. Paralictor Durange's decision to hand over part of his force for you to command was done on his own initiative, but the other orders, and even other chapters of the Order of the Godclaw, have their own objectives. Is that all you wanted to say? One more thing. Our chapters, together with the troop led by Paralictor Durange, intend to establish an outpost, or rather, a fortified transfer point for our operations. We have found suitable ruins from the First Crusade, and we have begun making them fit for habitation. When the outpost is ready, you will be entitled, as our ally, to make use of the facilities for rest and sustenance when you are making forays deeper into the Worldwound. On that we shall take our leave, Knight Commander. I wonder if that's going to mean something in the full game. Commander, we've got trouble. Your companion, Wenduag, she's gone berserk. She wreaked havoc in the tavern. There are casualties. You must intervene or allow me to handle it myself. What happened? A drunken brawl that turned into a stabbing spree. A stabbing spree. Dang. By the time I left the tavern, 2 people had already succumbed to their injuries. I can only pray to Ayamade that the number of dead won't rise while I am away. Can't you deal with it yourself? The only reason we didn't arrest her on the spot is because she's a member of your party. But if you authorize it, I'll deal with this personally. We should hurry. I fear the worst. Speaking of which, I never spoke with One-Eyed Devil, actually, after she took that dagger from him by force. Wenduag seems completely at ease despite being surrounded by guards. She grins at them as if daring them to come within reach of her blade. She stands with all the dignity of a mountain lioness that is broken into the sheepfold and is not one bit perturbed by the appearance of a few frightened rams. Wenduag, the commander is here. He will put an end to this madness. Lower your weapon. We don't want any more casualties. Ah, more victims. Anyone else want to join these 2 losers? The huntress nods casually at the bodies at her feet. Her speech is slightly slurred, but the alcohol has not deprived her of her deadly grace. Get lost, maggots. My master will see that no harm comes my way, understand? Move along while you can still move at all. With a frown, Irabeth lays her hand on her weapon. I am waiting for your orders, Commander. To say the word and we'll settle this. My fists are itching to teach a lesson to that ruffian. What happened here? Oh, I just quarreled with these two. She nudges one of the corpses with her foot. You won't punish me for slaying these useless scumbags, will you? Wenduag shrugs nonchalantly and lets out a tipsy chuckle. At her words, a murmur of indignation and astonishment ripples through the assembled crowd. Irabeth growls furiously. You've killed 2 men. There were witnesses. Do you even realize that such a crime is punishable by death? That rule was invented for you, underlings. It doesn't apply to me. I mean more to the commander than all of you put together. Got it? I can slit a dozen more of your throats and he won't bat an eye. But if you lay a single finger on me, you'll regret it. If I'm guilty of something, my master will take me with him and punish me personally. Somewhere his lackeys won't be staring at us. The huntress jabs her knife in the direction of the warriors surrounding her and laughs gleefully. Why did you kill those 2? Wenduag shrugs. I just didn't like them. Their sight of their ugly mugs offended me. Who cares, anyway? Chaotic. I dare not deny the right of any mortal to slay anyone whose mug he or she finds ugly. It is a very compelling reason, after all. Wenduag laughs right in the Crusaders' faces. Hear that, shitheads? That means you have every right to stab me too. None of you like me? Well, come over here and do something about it. The huntress looks around the circle of soldiers with a bloodthirsty gaze. Cowards! What were you doing here? I was celebrating my reunion with my tribe, of course. You brought my kin to the surface. Doesn't this accomplishment warrant a celebration? Crusaders treat mongrels with caution because of mongrels like her. When you behave like a savage, you will be like a savage, one who deserves no place among civilized mortals. Ha! Of course you'd know all about being treated like a savage. But you've been such a goody two-shoes for so many years, they've forgiven your skin color and your fangs, right? At Wenduag's mocking words, Irabeth's features twist in an angry grimace. But that's not my way. I'm not going to go scrabbling on my belly before a bunch of uplanders begging for their approval. I'll grab every one of you by the throat and force you to respect me. So how much did you have to drink before you pulled out your weapon? Not much, just a couple of pints. Your crappy upland swill has no effect on me anyway. Irabeth hisses through gritted teeth. Ha! Does it affect her? Please. She starts drunken brawls here every night. Every time she gets wasted, she starts picking fights. I had a bad feeling this was going to happen. I knew from the start that someone's going to wind up dead. I've made my decision. The gathered crowd awaits your verdict in respectful silence. Some of them glance anxiously in Wenduag's direction. The huntress stands alone, her lips curved into an insolent smile. Wenduag, come with me. We'll talk in private. With a satisfied grin, Wenduag almost sings in a sweet voice. It's not for you lackeys to judge my actions. The commander is wise. He will decide a fitting punishment for me. Something tells me my exciting evening isn't over yet. Thank you for stepping in, Commander, and good luck. I hope you manage to knock some sense into her stubborn head. I'm sure it won't be easy. So, Master, how exactly are you going to punish me? Wenduag looks at you playfully. Every sign of tipsiness has evaporated from her cat-like eyes. You don't look like you're afraid of being punished at all.
Should I be afraid? How harsh is my punishment going to be?
An ambiguous challenge rings in Wenduag's words, her lips whispering a silent promise, full of passion. Were you trying to get yourself into trouble?
Who knows? Perhaps this was all part of my plan. Or perhaps this wild cat simply needs to be reminded who's in charge every now and again. After all, you know that without a firm hand, I go a little feral.
Licking her lips theatrically, the huntress demonstrates her sharp fangs. Now you're going to pay for your insolence, silly little cat.
Threats, yes. But is your bark worse than your bite? I can bite too, you know.
Don't push it, and get on your knees when you speak to me.
Did I make you angry? You weren't expecting me to make things easy for you, were you? If you want to own me, you must subdue me first.
Grab Wenduag roughly, on your knees now. You are so close you can feel the fervous heat coming from her body. Wenduag bows her head, revealing her defenseless neck, and you smell her animistic, spicy mixture of sweat and lust. Slowly and gracefully, she lowers herself to her knees before you.
Good. Now I believe you.
That's a fascinating relationship. Absolutely fascinating. Wenduag's fingers carefully brush over the fresh bruises on her wrist.
I love it when I have marks on my body after sex. The ache reminds me of the moments when you gave them to me. So, do you still want to know why I killed those two in the tavern?
What did they do to make you angry?
They talk too much. When I went into the tavern, they started jabbering on about how you dragged a pack of wild beasts into Dresden, meaning my kin. And then they said that you must be a heretic because you're relying on bloodthirsty monsters for strength, and that you stole the command of the Crusade away from Galfrey. They started to say something else, but it's hard to talk with your throat slit.
Woo! That is why you my road dog. Absolutely. We need to gut every last one of these people talking about me. This is awesome. You took a risk by not telling me the truth back in the tavern.
I was curious to see what you do, whose side you take, and I'm quite pleased with the result. You've proved once again that I was right when I decided to follow you, and that I hold a special place among your fighters.
Why have you decided to share this with me now?
Because you're not like any other Uplander. You understand, and I can speak frankly with you. Besides, you value me higher than those losers. When that stupid incident with the dagger and the one-eyed tiefling happened, you didn't lecture me, or, even worse, pity me. You took my side, even though, according to your customs, I was in the wrong. But you remembered who mattered, and who didn't.
You did everything right.
I know. You didn't disappoint me either.
Her clawed hand runs over your chest without leaving a scratch. Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing Demon again. When the full game releases, playing this again, taking my time. That was awesome. I had seen that scene before, the one before where she killed the guards, but never this scene. In fact, because I got that scene and it bugged out. So Erebus portion never started. That was absolutely awesome. I deeply appreciate the loyalty. Okay, so now that that's done, let's start clearing out this map. Unfortunately, this will be a lot easier when the full... Oh, I didn't rest? God dog it, I sure did. What just happened didn't count as a rest, huh? What? Why am I missing my bed symbol? It won't let me select my bed. Okay. I'll come back. Hopefully when I exit and re-enter,
This way.
I'll be able to take a rest. To the streets. I'm not gonna go back to Solsea. I'm just gonna assume it's bugged. All right. There we go. Excellent. Boom, 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 boom. I am so fortunate to have met you. We both know what it's like to be beautiful and desired in our own milieu. Before, my beauty meant something, but not now. Now I seek only power. Don't be trying to brush up on my girl there. Stay in your place.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Oh, that's right. Oh, won't let me do it here. Area exit. I got everybody that I need. We'll start with the top part. Start over on the right, make our way over to the left. And with that, let's go. So I was saying it'll be easier in the full release because in the full release, when your army is traveling around, it reveals things for you using your perception skill. So I would already know what are the specific spots I need to hit, whereas now I'm gonna have to travel through all of this, but it's fine. We'll make it work, we'll figure it out. Ruins of Ashbury Hamlet, what's here? Boom, boom, boom. We'll turn on.
Are we ready to move out?
Oh, you know what? If this is what I'm thinking it is,
Yes.
don't need to play around with it. Make it look real goofy.
Let's shake it.
Yes.
No. Any new bonuses that just haven't been added on? No, we're good. Oh, we could put on. Go.
Don't mind me. My tail is restless.
All right.
Ideas.
I feel real goofy if this isn't what I think it is, but I'm pretty sure. Yep.
I crave your commands.
Let's
This
have some
hill is
fun.
for you.
Make this as easy as possible. Last one. We'll use this. Oh, right. He's immune to that. Great. Whatever. Excellent. And how about you? Excellent. And one more. Actually, no, you stick around. All right. There we go. All right, now Nanio. Wait, does this work? No. Anything with the Phantasmal in it is not working. Hey, some of it worked. Okay.
Cover me, all right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Make things much easier on ourselves. Oh yeah. Excellent. And yeah. What's the problem? Aha, that's the problem.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
Boom, boom, boom. Boom. In fact, I think at this point, this should be the last one. Let's just go ahead and take them out. Come on.
May I see your entrails, please?
There we go. Jeez. There's more though, right? I swear there's like one more of those guys. That fight was always brutal for me.
Backwards!
Oh crap! I completely forgot to go see Nocticula. Oh well.
A success worthy of
The
praise.
burned out husk of a traditional Sarkorian house. No houses like this have been built for a century. Lustrous blade. The wielder of this +2 mithril greatsword lands a hit with it. The enemy must pass a fortitude saving throw or be blinded for 1 round. All right, we're good. I swear there was like a demon that comes out with those guys, but maybe they changed the fight. That fight was brutal before. All right. Oh, let's just go straight across. Excellent. No. Accept that. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Go across. Final check. Knee pads in place. Pillow in place in case of spontaneous collapse. I hereby commence the experiment. Today we will learn if members of my race are capable of sleeping standing up. Nice. Hey, excellent. Great job, Woljif. Great job. We will go this way. Annoying.
No retreat! It's all your fault!
This condition is irrational.
I was curious if I had gotten to the point that I could just start these fights and not have to worry about extra preparation. Clearly that is not the case. All right. It is what it is. She didn't even she did get off Paizo, but he didn't have it because he got
Smile.
killed.
The world's not ending just yet.
All right. we go. Two of these things. Interesting. Hey, mongrel girl, tell me what mongrels eat in the catacombs. It's for the encyclopedia.
Other mongrels, obviously. Why else would we have such short lives? Wow.
Disturbing. Oh, 4 of them, huh? Interesting. Actually, that makes sense. All right, first we'll go here. Stay on your feet this time, Woljif. I don't know what they've done with this battle, so let's make sure we're properly prepared. Let's get this off here. I don't need that. And which enlarged person do I want? I want the one from Demon. And that would be 4 uses. There we go. So I'll get that one off. Put this one on instead. Shield, definitely. Yeah, all the rest. Oh, I got. Holy smokes. I completely forgot about that. I have mage armor. Okay. Now, round 2, the only... Yeah, that's haste. I put on haste myself. This is for if you want to try to make everybody afraid, but it's still based on necromancy. I'm not skilled with that. I don't polymorph into demons, at least not low-level demons. This is all about caster level, right? You can empower your attacks. I don't think any of these is better than the protection that mirror image would provide me with, so I'm going to leave it off. I'm just curious. So that gives me 36 AC.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
Once again, making me manually turn on the holy symbol of I am a day.
We must stop this war.
And
There's
that.
no hope.
Oh,
Only
and
us.
fire snake is what
The
you
gods
should be
have
using.
abandoned.
To be broken.
What was I saying? Want to play together?
Something wrong.
Yes, what? We'll make things right. You require my unbiased opinion?
Right. Wait.
Who? Me?
And put that on. There we go. Let's go.
The Gefilsi spawn did not come alone. The giant Glabrezu towers over you, his small yellow eyes glowing amidst the lumps and horns come to rest on Woljif. The demon's pincers instinctively close with a bone-grinding snap, and his nostrils flare. The pair of humanoid arms growing out of his chest raise a staff at the ready. Spawn of Igifilis, you thought you could run from me forever? Prepare to die along with your friends. Who are you? Know the name of the one who will squeeze out your innards. Voitiel, Gorger of Screams. Hepzibah's scourging lash and Baphomet's faithful. You will die begging me for mercy.
Who is Gephilis?
A demon who sowed his seed on Golarion. From his seed grew the coward currently hiding behind you. He will die more slowly and painfully than you, in retribution for everything Gephilis has done to vex my mistress.
Who is Hepzibah? Come on now, why am I asking that?
My mistress is the high priestess of Lord Baphomet. I will fulfill her command, and she will honor me with her blessing.
Why are you so determined to kill Woljif? Why do you need the moon of the abyss?
Yeah, why? I ain't never seen you before in my life. Maybe you got me confused with somebody else? Another Woljif maybe? Or a guy with horns like mine? You are a Gephilis spawn. That is reason enough to kill you, but my mistress also needs the item you stole. The moon of the abyss. No more talking. Die, traitorous seed. The time has come for vengeance. Duval, I thought you... It don't matter. Let's take them all together.
Oh, you taking on some of my mirror images? I don't appreciate that at all. All right, what we got going on here? There's a whole gang of dudes over there that way. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yes. Oh, I didn't hit this last guy? All right, Woljif, what you want to do?
This spell's faulty.
What?
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Bam, bam, bam.
Excellent job. All right, next.
Wow.
You just don't play no games. Excellent. Finish him off. Yes. Darren. Not much more you can do, it's fine. We'll save it though succeeded. What can you do? 38 sneak attack. Yeah, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Okay. And she'll hit you with another one of those. Ooh, 44 damage. That's pretty decent. 42. Excellent. Wenduag. Oh, you don't have. You're not close enough for a full attack, huh?
You apart!
24 damage. That's fine.
Oh, nice. I'll find you, spawn of Iglithis. You will be bathed in blood.
So you say. Woljif looks supremely satisfied. What do you make of that, Voyatel, then, Chief? Ooh, so, will you take me back? There's nothing for me to do on my own in the Worldwound, and we do kind of make a good team. I promise not to run away, as long as we don't get attacked by gargoyles again. If they do, sorry, Chief, but they're scary. I'm out of here. The tiefling laughs. Ha ha, I'm kidding. I won't run away again. Really? Don't get ahead of yourself. First, I deserve to know what your connection is to the demons. I don't know anything about any demons. That's the first time I ever saw that Voyatel beast, but he sure seemed to have it in for me. He doesn't just want the moon of the abyss, he wants me to suffer. And that mischief is Hipsa, whatever she's called. There's something fishy going on here, Chief. I'm telling you. I want to get to the bottom of it, but something tells me we're going to be seeing Voyatel again. I know it's tight. Once they get a hold of you, they don't let go. Woljif runs ahead through his shock of hair. Here's how it is. There's this demon, Iglithis, the one that Voyatel and his mistress are so worked up over. If I'm supposed to be a spawn, then maybe it's my grandpa? I don't believe it. He's caused so much trouble that people even want to bump off his grandkids? Yep, that sounds like my family, all right. Iglithis did something to Voyatel's boss. Maybe he stole the moon from her? I don't know. Anyway, she sent her top muscle to find it, the muscle being Voyatel. And now I'm stuck with the poor sap who's supposed to pay for all his granddaddy's evil deeds? See, demons are just the same as low-class thugs when you get down to it. But I ain't giving them the moon. Even the shadow started talking to me because of it. And then we'll just stop short. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. That's a separate discussion. You can stay if you promise not to run off again. I swear my mom died. To be fair, I'm not sure if they're alive or dead, but even dead people can have a lot happen to them. They can be raised from the dead or just dug up to be used in experiments. I knew an old timer, a street food vendor who would buy fresh corpses. He was looking into something, almost as if. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters is this. I need to talk to you. I don't have anybody else. Face to face, somewhere private. Interesting, that'll do. When you see me standing alone, come talk to me. Woljif notices Duval and waves to him. Chief, you remember Duval, right? First he was lying on the altar, then he was tied up on the floor. He led a varied life, is what I'm saying. Want to say hello? He's basically one of us. He won't look his nose at us. He's rich to boot. Maybe you could shake something out of him, for helping you. Even an IOU would be better than nothing. Why not? Devil, noticeably fatigued after the battle, walks over to you and Woljif. It was a fine fight. It was tough for me, but it's the first time in a long while that I felt human again and not a mute animal. Thank you. That was you, mute? You're an even bigger talker than me, Your Excellency. Only you sound like a library book, and I sound like a back alley gutter. I learned my letters on the streets, from the signs. Anyway, that's the by and by. I wasn't planning on saving you. I just didn't want you to pop up in my dreams looking all pathetic and asking, why, Woljif? Why didn't you save me? No, I don't need that kind of hassle in my life. Devil laughs. I'm sure nothing could break your irrepressible spirit. The young crusader bows to you. Commander, I don't know how to thank you for saving me. I am a day must truly be watching over me, and I must do everything in my power to repay her. You can't survive on thanks alone. Oh, the devil looks slightly disappointed. Unfortunately, I don't have any money on me. I only managed to find my belongings with difficulty. Please accept this enchanted ring as a sign of my gratitude. I found it in the pile of weapons back at the cultist camp, but I shall remain in your debt. What do you plan to do now? Get out of this place and return to the ranks of the Crusaders. Don't worry about me. Even if I should die on the way back, I'll die a warrior's death. If this crusade has taught me anything, it's the value of an honorable death, a death worthy of a man. Time to go. I fear scavengers will swarm here before we decide if it's worth burying the bodies. Duval turns to Woljif. Thanks again, my friend. If you ever find yourself on Gwynviar land in eastern Mendev, I can ask my parents to find you a position suited to your talents. The Gwynviars are always in need of good, reliable men. Woljif, who had been listening with a smile up to now, abruptly stopped smiling. Good men? I'm not a man, Your Excellency, and I won't be your servant neither. Do you think you're doing me a good turn? You posh people are all alike. Even if I say your skin a dozen times, you never see me as your equal. You can take your gratitude and shove it, and don't call me friend. Chaotic. You're right, Woljif. A servant can become a friend, but a friend cannot become a servant. Woljif barks a contemptuous laugh, but the disappointment in it is clear as day on his face. You sang a different tune when you were stuck in a cage looking for sympathy like a lost lamb. That's blue buds for you. Let's go. We shouldn't linger here. Oh, wait, no, he said something there. You're right, Woljif. A servant can become a friend, but a friend... Oh, wait, no. Why did it say that Duval said that? Weird. Okay, let's go. We shouldn't linger here. Duval salutes you. May I am a day watch over you, Commander. I shall pray for you. All right, let's go, Chief. On to new adventures. I'm sick of this place, to tell you the truth. It's empty, it's boring, and we might as well talk on the road instead of hanging around here. Do you know any traveling songs? Want me to teach you some traveling tunes? The ones where the thief falls in love with the beautiful woman and she turns out to be a guard, the two of them get hacked up in the street? Or how about the one where the thief's in court and the judge is his father? Or that one about how if you don't behave yourself, you'll live out your days in a special institution? I remember them all, and we've got plenty of time.
Watch and learn.
All right. Looks like WOTR didn't leave anything for us. Let's see if they've got anything good. Yep. Nope. That's just +1 crap. That's just +1 crap. That's just composite longbow. Yep. Good stuff to sell, but not impressive. Oh, Belt of Demonic Shadow. Whenever the wearer of this belt casts a spell of level 6 or higher, it summons CR7 caster rating? Not sure. CR7 Shadow Demon to fight alongside the wearer for 2 minutes. Only one such demon can be present on the battlefield. If the demon is already summoned, casting a new spell of level 6 or higher will heal it for 2d6 hit points. Interesting. What is Fire Snake? Isn't that level 6? No, it's level 5. She's casting level 6 spells. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, here. Let me give you ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And this is the belt. Ba-boom. And, oh, wait. Lockpicker's kit? Might as well put that on you, Woljif. Oh, yeah. You don't need none of this. There we go. What's this? Oh, steady finger. That's the ring that Duval just gave us. This is a ring of protection +2. It grants the wearer a +3 competence bonus on touch attack rolls. We're gonna put this in storage because actually Woljif might be able to make use of that at some point if I respec him for magic, which I might do. Probably not, because he's the only guy on the front lines who uses Alpha Link, but I might. I like keeping my options open. Okay. Very fruitful. I think we'll start heading back now. Hit that. Oh. Regions. Okay. Alchemy. All right. Now we'll go this way. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. And we'll head down here. We'll hit this place. I packed up your tent. I washed out your bowl. Do I look like a servant or something? Don't you think you can scare me? I ain't scared of you.
When you stop shaking like a leaf and get that tail of yours to lie still, maybe I'll believe you.
Ashen Grotto. We'll hit this place, go to the end, hit that little spot right there, then we'll head back to Dresden.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Oh, I know what's in here. Yep, yep.
Dangerous. Yes. Insisted, but I should. I need that to survive.
Some real jerk-offs in here.
So hard to decide whether to have breakfast or not.
Real jerk-offs.
War must end.
And they all hit like Mack trucks. But I don't think we need Death Ward for this. I don't think we need to see through invisibility. They ain't hiding. They welcome the drama. All right. Oh, whoops. That's what I forgot.
Where else would I be?
Oh, crap. I got these two at the end. Forgive me. Wait. God, dog it. I forgot all this stuff.
I like air. Are we ready to move out?
Ready for an adventure.
There we go. Okay. All right, let's get this done.
You need me.
I don't need. He's by himself. I don't need.
No match
turn
for
mess
me.
with
Let
this.
the duel commence.
Remember my name.
Oh wow.
Wenduag.
What happened? Oh, she credited him for 100. I was like, damn. People look at like, really? You did all that buffing for that?
Wherever my legs carry me.
I refuse to accept their
Yeah,
statement.
here we go. Oh my god. Oh, my stats just going. I think those are temporary stat issues though. Not the permanent ones, right? Oh no, this is permanent. Okay.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Well, let's get that cleared up before we head to the real problem. I don't remember if they use poison. We got 11 cast of restoration. Very, very nice. And you. All right. Now we do the real fight.
You are my favorite
Let's
aid.
make sure Ace is gonna last for a little while. What's that about? Tick received 2 concentration damage from an unknown source.
Prove I am the
That's interesting. I think this is where the fight is anyway. Okay. You still got on. You do not still have on invisibility. God dog it. I don't want to have you running out there and getting lit up. Oh, we need fast stealth so badly. Nanio, what's your deal? Oh yeah, here's what we'll do. Did she actually do it? Oh, there's Thras. Okay, cool. And she can't move, so fine. Boar, kick things off for us.
Let the attack commence.
Yep. You probably can't. You probably can't reach him, right? Yeah. She'll head over here. Oh, snap. That was a bad idea. That's where those other 2 are. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Woljif. Yeah, you should probably head over there too.
Distract them from me.
Don't let them just run over there and mess Ember up all kind of ways. 1 succeeded, 1 failed. No problem. Okay. You know what? Let's add a little beef to this.
Die!
Yeah. Oh, I love it. What happened there? Yep, that's fine. Woljif we handle it. Fit. Oh, it was all bad for them. Excellent. Okay, cool. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. You two. Come on. There we go. Can she get, both in one? There we go. All right. Solid damage on both. Finish it off, Wenduag. There we go. Couple more on him. None. Oh, well.
They'll beg me to stop.
All right.
Time to share your treasures.
Excellent job. Excellent job. That went very, very well, everyone. Appreciate all that hard work. What's in here? What's this? Magic essence. Okay. And what's going on here? Belt of Giant Strength +2. Cheese Costada. And Nature's Troller. +3 Corrosive Great Club confirms a critical hit or kills an enemy. Enemies in 15-foot area must pass a fortitude saving throw, or they will suffer 2d6 piercing damage as little bugs are awakened and leave this rotten great club. That that's kind of crazy. That seems like the perfect weapon for a druid. Awesome. Okay. And I can't remember. Is that it?
Forwards?
Or
No, backwards.
is this
Backwards.
the one? Nope. We're good. Excellent. Doom. Doom, 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 doom. Chapel.
Trail me.
I can go up here, right? Is there? I actually never went up over this way. Is there anything up here? Looks like no.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Boom. Doom, doom. And briefs. Yeah, there's nothing around. Okay, cool.
I'm always open to ideas.
The young cleric of Areelu greets you with a shy smile. What an honor it is to see you again, Commander. Welcome to the Temple of Delamere the Blessed. As the temple's prior, I offer my greetings. At the word prior, the priest's face flushes pink. Remind me, who are you? They call me Kyoto, the shepherd boy. Well, that's what they used to call me, but it's not very fitting for a priest, is it? The cleric lapses into confused silence for a few moments. I come from a village near Lastwall. I've always been drawn to Areelu, even as a child. A cleric by the name of Jod once passed through our village, a kind old man. He looked me in the eye, a silly little kid, and he said, I see you're going to serve Areelu, just like myself. And so I did. When I heard about your crusade, I set out to join it, just like my heart was telling me to do. At first, I served as a novice under the venerable Rathamus, but now he's gone and I've been left on my own. Rathamus and I marched on Dresden with your forces. We fought in your host. And then when the demons were driven out, I came here. This temple is centuries old. Areelu's worshippers would have come here in their hundreds in the past. But even now, we get the odd pilgrim wandering in. That's why I wanted to take over this temple. Someone ought to take care of this place. I want to know more about this temple and everything connected to it. Where to begin? This temple is dedicated to Delamere. Oh, I mean, of course it is a temple of Areelu, but Delamere was the prior of this temple. No, I am the prior of this temple, and she is like its blessed mother superior, its patroness. The young man falls into a confused silence and looks pleadingly at you. What is it like to be a prior? Oh, it's terrifying. I live here alone, you see. People travel a great distance to come here, but I have been given an important task. Here in the Worldwound, these temples are needed more than ever so that people don't lose their faith. But that doesn't stop my legs shaking in terror. When I think of my teacher, Rathamus, rest his soul, I just feel like running away. I swear, I could have run long ago, but one thing keeps me here. Areelu would not have granted me these spells for no reason. I cannot let him down. Or the people, I can't let them down either. You're a pathetic child. You should have stayed home and grown turnips. The Crusade is no place for you. Kyoto pales and he opens and closes his mouth wordlessly, looking like a fish. At last, the young man meekly hangs his head. You would know best, Commander. I must be truly pathetic. I should have stayed at home and looked after the animals. What should I do now? Tell me about Delamere. She lived in these parts back when Sarkoris was still standing. She was a priestess of Areelu, and the Kellets deeply respected her for her hard nature and her unshakable faith. Areelu blessed her with various wonders, and the common folk knew that she would stand up for them. Delamere did not like city life. She said cities encourage vile deeds and corruption of the soul. She said that people ought to live in small clans where everyone knows everyone, where everyone is kin, and where every person has a duty to the rest. You can't hide your sins in a village. In a village, everyone knows what kind of person you are. She had a revelation, and she would travel around the villages to see how many people lived there. If any settlement had more than 53 souls, she drove out all the rest and told them to settle elsewhere, because otherwise the villages would have grown and turned into little towns. Her methods were harsh, of course, but people still listened to her, because Areelu himself was on her side. She had an edge to her. She single-handedly chased off whole bands of marauders that harassed villagers. And after she died, this temple was built in her honor, in the place where Areelu gifted her with his relics. They say it was here that a white stag emerged from the forest and spoke to her in a human voice, telling her that she should hunt it because it was the will of her lord. Delamere tracked the stag for 3 days and 3 nights through the forest, and when she ran it to ground, she made its antlers into a bow and its hide into armor. And that bow never misses. And Aristel himself blessed that armor so that it repels the strikes of enemies. So she's buried here is what you're saying. There's got to be a crypt or something like that, right? Could there be any valuables lying around in there, do you think? What? Valuables? The young man's voice hardens all of a sudden. There are no valuables in there. And you had better stop thinking what you were thinking just now. A fine hunter with a harsh temper, tough and successful. And better yet, someone who was morally opposed to living in those stinking piles the uplanders call cities. She sounds just like me. No, you're nothing like her. Woljif mutters under his breath. Then maybe you should be buried along with her if you like her so much. What are you mumbling about? Come on, spit it out. I was just saying a little prayer asking Delamere for her help on an important matter. I can't say anymore. It's between me and her blessedness. Delamere the Blessed was wise. Kayato swells with pride, more than wise. And her temple has been entrusted to me, who was a mere shepherd boy not so long ago. They say Delamere looked after animals herself in her youth, and look at all she accomplished. I want to know more about Aristil's teachings. Aristil is an old god, back from the times when there was no such things as towns. Simple he is, and good, and he wants people to be the same. He wants them to live in small settlements where everyone knows each other. He wants them to value the simple joys of life and not vacuous pondering. He wants people to earn their bread honestly through hunting, crafts, farming, and fishing. He especially prizes hunting, of course, when it is for sustenance rather than sport. He is both stag and hunter. He favors both guises. Aristil does not like finery, and he demands no special ceremonies. He used to simply appear before hunters and rangers and offer his wisdom. But when he is angered, he is terrifying. If someone harms the country folk, takes pleasure in hurting animals, or spoils the crops, that person may well take an arrow from Aristil, and his bow knows no mercy. It is the father of all bows, for it is Aristil who taught people how to shoot. Everything is clear. It was my pleasure to be of service, Commander. Have you seen anything suspicious in the area? The cleric swallows nervously and lowers his gaze. No, everything's quiet around here. There's nothing going on in this temple, that's for sure. Pilgrims have said there's a dragon flying around this area, snatching up travelers, and others say that that's just a rumor. Things are quiet here in my temple. Have you heard about my new powers? The young cleric shudders and looks at you warily. I have heard rumors of a dark power that overwhelms you and destroys demons, and that your powers are drawn from the same well as the powers of our enemies. These rumors frighten me, Commander. The esteemed Rathamus used to say that in resisting darkness and taking a stand against it, we steep our own hands in blood, and dark stains are left on our clothes and our hearts, and that no one has yet found any other way of fighting evil. He said you must ensure not to besmirch your soul past the point where you yourself become evil. Remember that others are watching you. Fewer and fewer people are coming to the temples of our divine guardians, and more are turning to darker, more easily accessible powers just like you. Oh, your burden is great, Commander. You are carrying great sins for us all. Not everyone would have accepted such a task. I need the services of a cleric. I will be glad to help, Commander. I have kept all of Rathamus' scrolls, and I have even managed to learn a few of his tricks. I studied languages so that I can read foreign scrolls. Rathamus used to call me a polyglutton. I never met a foreign language I didn't want to sink my teeth into. The young man seems to preen slightly. Burned ashwood. Alright, so this is just the usual stuff. Except... Oh, wait, no, there's more. Oh, no, I saw that. Right. Hey, this is new. Whenever the wearer of this cloak channels energy to heal, the wearer gains a +2 bonus to persuasion skill checks, and the save DC for spells with compulsion description that cast is increased by 2. This fast effect lasts a number of rounds equal to the character's caster level. Huh. And there are things for if you channel energy to harm as well. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Everything else looks pretty much the same. Okay. I really hope in the full game they stack these. It's kind of goofy the way it all is just sitting out here like that. All right. Any bulk selling? And like, I'll give you some other stuff that I know I'm not going to be using. Deal. Since we use True Seeing quite a bit, it's good to have some extra diamond dust to make sure there are no problems.
Huh? What's that?
Could not be disarmed.
My tail is
directly.
restless. Fine. This is my kind of work.
That's new.
I see something over there.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Finian report. Huh. If that doesn't update my quest at all or open up new options, interesting.
This is my kind of work.
Ultimate Predator. These knee pads grant their wearer a +2 insight bonus on attack and damage rolls made with natural weapons, specifically against animals, magical beasts, and monstrous humanoids. Something tells me that's probably not better than what I already have. And I can't equip that either. Super weird. Okay. What stops you from being able to put on gloves? I feel so confused about that.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Might be trap. Confused.
This is my kind of work.
Belt of Incredible Dexterity, +4. What is this? +2, right? Yep, you'll take Dexterity +4. And then this is Strength, Dexterity, and Constitution. This is Dexterity and Constitution. You'll take Strength, Dexterity, and Constitution. You got Demonic Shadow. You got Dexterity +2. All right, this is Dexterity and Constitution. We'll take that. Okay. Word to the wise. I should probably have visited here a little bit earlier. This stuff is definitely an upgrade over what I had, even after buying everything in Dresden. Very nice. Whoops, a little too. Oh, sorry, I almost forgot. What? I didn't want to do it with Asmodeus.
Pretty good,
Thank
aren't
you.
I?
I'm begging you, don't go in there. The young cleric lets out a loud scream and addresses you in a quavering voice. I beg you, don't touch that door. Have you seen anything suspicious in the area? Oh no. I discovered a concealed door in the temple. Where does it lead? Keato's face grows gray, and he falters and stutters over his word. What door? Ah, the door. It leads into the cellar. There's nothing interesting behind that door. Sweat breaks out on the cleric's forehead as he looks at you with pleading eyes. Evil, intimidate 30. You're a terrible liar. Speak the truth before I lose my temper. Kayado looks to be on the verge of tears. It's all Zenedra. She's a witch. She came here one night, threatened to torture me, and demanded that I let her into the crypt. She said her friends would be here sometimes, and then she placed a curse on me. If I allow anyone other than initiated service of Baphomet into the crypt without her permission, a brood of rats will appear in my stomach, and they will gnaw me from the inside out. But I want to live. I'm no warrior. I'm a humble shepherd, and I never said a word to anyone. They go in there, do things. They whisper. I'm afraid to go in, and you can't go in. There's no one in there anyway. Nedra hasn't been here for many days, and here's no willing. She won't come again. A cursed witch.
The little priest has stuck up a friendship with our enemies. He betrayed us, hid them in his own temple, and now he's been caught. What should we do with this foolish little bird caught in a snare, master? I know so many wonderful ways of inflicting pain. I scarcely know where to begin.
The hunter's gaze grows hungry and predatory, like a wild cat that has spotted a defenseless dove. Pure animal terror is written on Kyoto's face. The commander won't let you get your claws on me, evil fiend. He is just and will hand me over to be tried as the law commands.
The law? I spit on the law. Did you know that the commander and I are very close? If I ask him to give you to me, do you think he'll refuse me? For the sake of some pathetic loser who's been caught working with the demons?
Wenduag's voice is smug and mocking. She looks at you expectantly, her eyes sparkling with amusement. Wink at Wenduag. Interesting. And what would you do to him? The hunter gives you a barely perceptible nod of approval, and then eagerly says,
I'd kill him slowly. I'd string him up by his hands and feet, high above a bonfire, and I'd throw logs on it that had been steeped in salt water for 5 gongs. If you cover the victim in a large, well-oiled fur, it can survive like that for several days, and the meat becomes more and more tender until it just falls off the bone at the slightest touch. A good, interesting way to kill. What about you? How would you do it?
I'd spell him to look like Queen Galfrey and send him off into the demon's waiting arms.
And let the demons have all the fun? No, that's not my style. Why would we give our enemies such a gift?
Take him and do what you want with him.
No, Commander, I beg you, don't hand me over to this monster.
Wenduag spits on the floor in disgust.
There's nothing more revolting than a man sobbing like a child. Even the thought of touching you turns my stomach. Did you hear that, maggot? You're not even worth the time it would take me to come up with a good execution for you.
I want to go inside the crypt. The cleric's resistance is hanging by a thread. His lips are trembling and his voice drops to a whisper. I have the key, but what right do you have to? Chaotic. Either you give me the key or I knock all your teeth out. Kyoto looks like he's about to faint. With a trembling hand, he gives you the key. The final words sound unexpectedly clear and crisp. Don't go in there. That's it. I have to go. If you play as an angel, you could convince him to turn against his the Zenedra.
Wherever my legs carry me.
The bloody remains of a person lie out in plain view. There are marks on the bones left by gnawing teeth, some of them human. Profane depiction of a bull's head drawn in blood. Glory be to Baphomet, Lord of the Ivory Labyrinth, unbridled consort of Lamashtu, father of the Horned Brood, connive, maul, rut, and build labyrinths of lies in his honor. This is the will of his chosen priestess, Zenedra. Diary. an antler of monstrous proportions set in steel. The beast to which it belonged must have been as large as a house. Day 14, month Aristus, the 7th, year 4710. Burial rites fulfill several functions. They mitigate the psychological strain of parting with the deceased, they neutralize the source of disease-causing miasmas, and they suppress the spread of cannibalistic and necrophiliac acts in society at large. There are many ways of disposing of a corpse: burning, dissolution in harsh chemicals, ingestion by all members of the community, but by far the most popular method is burial. A grave protects the corpse against carrion eaters, serves as a place of remembrance, proclaims the merits of the deceased, and, of especial importance, when all safety measures are taken, grave burial prevents the deceased from coming back and visiting their still living relatives. The commander examines the stone sarcophagus resting in the crypt of the Temple of Aristil. It was used as a feasting table for demons until very recently. Bones are scattered across the stone top of the sarcophagus. Some are easily identifiable as human finger bones. A human eyeball floats unappetizingly in a clay bowl, and next to it lies a half-gnawed rib cage. The commander decides that it is worth examining the sarcophagus to examine the symbols on the sarcophagus. At first, the symbols are unfamiliar to the commander, but his eye soon lands on a familiar combination of letters: Delamere. This is the name that Cleric Kyoto mentioned in his conversation with the commander. This sarcophagus undoubtedly contains the body of a priestess of Aristil, Delamere the Blessed. It is unlikely that the young cleric could have read this inscription, written as it is in such an ancient tongue. However, the information Kyoto provided is enough to help the commander unravel the mystery. On the lid of the sarcophagus, the symbols form a circle. The commander notices that the seemingly solid slab is actually composed of several pieces in this spot. The hairline joins between the fragments are almost impossible to see. In Sarkoris, there existed a funeral tradition in which the priest would place magical seals such as this on tombs. The symbols on the seal are threatening. I guard the eternal sleep of Delamere. Cursed be any who dare to destroy me. The commander says that the seal could probably be pried off with a knife and disassembled. As Medeus digs the tip of a knife in the joint between the seal's fragments, he carefully nudges the blade until the seal clicks and crumbles to pieces, and the lid of the sarcophagus slides open. Inside the sarcophagus lie the remains of a female archer. The bones are held together by leather armor, covered in the same symbols as those on the sarcophagus, and the skeleton's hands are clutching an impressive bow made from antler. Surprisingly, there is no unpleasant smell from the remains. The commander, evil, requires Lich Mythic Path. Soon. Takes the relics from the sarcophagus. Suddenly, the commander feels a rush of fresh air out of place in this cellar. It carries the scent of rain, the sound of dense forest, the mighty roar of a mountain river. The commander's body is overflowing with power, and the bow seems to yearn to be in his hands, now suffused with an overabundance of strength. The strange sensation passes, leaving behind only pleasant freshness. All right. Ooh, Delamere. I didn't get to see much of her personality. She didn't talk much. I don't think they had her content really in the game. I begged you not to. Oh, Aristil.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, no. No need for that. And such is your Latin life, boy. But yeah, she was awesome in combat, and her items are awesome as well. Crap.
Shall we move? We shall move.
Okay.
Forwards. No, backwards. Backwards.
So yeah, as Angel, you can convince him that he needs to stand up for himself and take a stand against those who had him essentially guarding the church for them. And it changes some things towards the end of this act. Boom. Come on. God dog it, I didn't even save before I left there.
Can we retreat already?
What's this looking like? 1, 2. Oh, this is when you're surrounded by giants. Yeah, we're not gonna make the same mistake as last time. All right. What you want to do, Woljif? Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead.
Cover me, all right?
37. That's a pretty good look. Yeah, I'll take that. Boom. Oh my. Just unfortunate. Oh yeah, that was great damage. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, he could go to either one, right? Let me go to the one that hasn't started drama with us yet. All right. Yeah, that's a... Ooh. Yeah, she's finna rush shop. Yep. Absolutely. Awesome.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Good enough. Isn't there a high level bone crusher we got? No, that's the highest level one. Okay, so we got 10 in that. Sure.
Out of my sight.
20. Ooh, I like that. Like the way that came up. The little bones that show all over them. That was pretty sweet. Excellent. That worked out just the way I wanted it to. All right. Almost. Oh well. Yep. Here.
Burn! Slice!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And
No match for
there we
me.
go. Much better than what got him cut down last time. And yeah, they never have anything good. What the hell? Why are you traveling backwards? Boom, 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 boom. No, I don't want to rest yet. Evade. Save. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Who are you? Oh, I know who you are. So many strange, terrible things are happening here. Markle, a fisherman from a tiny, peaceful village of Chili Creek, enters the hall. I saw enough horrors on my way here to last a lifetime. But of course, I didn't show up empty-handed. The whole village took up a collection for the war effort. It's not much, mind you, but it's something. We're just doing our part, however small, to help you win the war. How did you get here? By pure luck, I figure. You were surrounded by all this horror. The land is dead, the trees are all gnarled and twisted, there are monsters roaming around everywhere, ready to jump out at you at any moment. Thankfully, I ran into a Crusader patrol and they brought me here. If it wasn't for them, I would have ended my trip in the teeth of some nasty beast, that's for sure. How are things in the village? Everything's been peaceful and quiet. I get wistful just thinking about it. Now I'm kicking myself for being such a fool. Why didn't I just stay at home? What was I thinking, dragging myself all the way out here to the one Worldwound? But, you know, it's just not right. Sitting home quietly, hiding behind the heroes who risk their necks for us every day. So I decided to pay you a visit. How is Jernod doing? He's settling in, that's for sure. Almost one of us now. Heals the sick, fixes the nets with the others. Before you know it, he'll be learning how to swim. The fisherman chuckles good-naturedly. Would you like to stay here with us? No, thank you. Hate to say it, but I'm no crusader. Fighting demons is not really my thing. I'll get some rest before I head out, take a day or two to look around the fortress. It'll give me some stories to tell. Then I'll head home to Chili Creek. I've already seen more on this trip than I've seen in a lifetime. Anyway, you better come back to see us. We'll be waiting. Thanks for coming to visit. Thank you for defending our peace and quiet. The fisherman bows respectfully. We've gathered up something else for you heroes, but I couldn't bring it with me. It was too heavy to carry. Come to our village and you can pick it up yourself and pay us a visit while you're at it. We're always glad to see you. Well, I'll see you later. Good luck with all the fighting. Excellent. Okay. Boom. And we'll go ahead and rest. All right. Now let's go back to Nocticula and turn in that quest. Okay, so let's see what Nocticula has to say. Come on. Boom, 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 doom, 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 doom. Okay. Ooh.
Trail me.
What's that in the corner? Oh, that's just left over from when I was here before. All right. I actually got to run up there. The throne of Lady in Shadow looks magnificent and menacing, despite the fact that its powerful owner is currently absent. What? We're done for now. Great, let's not waste time. Oh, that's it. Oh, so there is... I use this swiftly. Yeah, this errand is complete. Okay. So there's nothing else I'm supposed to do with her, apparently. That's all. Now that I've went to the hut, they're good. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, I know why she sent you there. Oh, okay. And then she'll follow up later. Okay, interesting. Well, that's cool then. Let's continue clearing out the map. I do need to follow up with Woljif, make sure I talk with him, but I don't feel like doing that yet. And I don't have any weight, so I don't need to go to the store. Nah. Let's just get out there. Quicker we clean out this map, quicker we can get to Act 4. Boom, 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 boom. Except... oh, next time I come back, I need to also ask Regil about his Hell Knight friends who decided to pay us a visit. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay, so we did that, got all over there. Where do I want to start from here? We'll go here. There we go. Oops, no. I was gonna look there, but apparently can't do that. Sorry, but going through this, as those who have played it before know, it's the only way you can be sure you're not missing anything. Actually, we'll go here and sleep. I often had dreams of flying as a child, but after the misadventure with the gargoyles, I can firmly declare that the wonders of flight
are vastly overrated. I will rip apart anyone who touches you, golden boy. I still have plans for you. You know what, Wenduag, lucky for you, I am not a jealous man. Let's see, okay. So next we're gonna clear out this top area. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, come on. Boom, 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 boom.
Crusading isn't that boring
Who is
after
this?
all.
1, 2. You all are not. Nah, it's a bunch of humans. Y'all are not turn-based mode worthy. Absolutely not. Yeah, y'all are already dead. Stop it. Stop at the cap. There we go. Appreciate all that. Your contribution is appreciated. All right. Doom, doom, doom. Where's I going? Yep, back this way first. Then back. Come on now. Woljif, what are you doing, man? Boom, boom.
Bathe in your blood.
1, 2. Oh, 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 oh. You all, on the other hand. Oh, why do they all get to go first? Come on, man.
My body to science.
This is just unfair. And they already destroyed Nanio? Oh, man. All right, he's not going anywhere.
Distract them from me.
Yep. All right. None of these people have really taken a shot yet, so it doesn't really matter. Ember.
I'll rip you apart.
There we go. That helps. That'll work. You're about to do some poisonous nonsense. Something I wasn't gonna like. Here. Yeah. I was about to say, do something. Oh yeah, I'm exhausted, so I can't turn on rage. That's unfortunate. Not a graze though.
May I see your entrails, please?
There we go. Very, very good. Very, very good. Where's he gonna allow us to go? Yeah, I'll walk up towards him. Oof. Oof. Just very unfortunate all the way around. Why can he only walk to you, but he can't attack you?
Time to share your
Whatever.
treasures.
Miss. That's to be expected. Darren. A death thing is not going to kill him. Oh, that's right. You're right in front of him. Darren deals 53 damage, though. I'll take that. All right, girl. Do your thing.
They'll beg me to stop.
Yeah. I like that. How about this guy? How about that guy? There we go. Oh, Ed, you had one extra? You the baddest. You the baddest. It's just 100% obvious. There we go. What was that? Come on now. Asmodeus.
Let the attack commence.
Oh yeah. Much, much better. Much better than the way it went down last time.
This way.
All right.
I welcome your company.
I'm sure you do. Anybody losing stats or anything like that? Attribute damage or anything? Looks like we're good. All right. Woljif, do your job. Hide us. Come on now. What's the problem? No. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, cool. Okay. Boom, boom.
hey, it was supposed to discover a new location, but didn't. Interesting. Pearls of wisdom from Brother Woljif. If you're gonna be napping dolls, go for the smaller ones. The smaller the pup, the bigger the ransom. Interesting. Still the dogs working. Can you sink any lower? All right. Can't go that way. Oh yeah, maybe the location that's being discovered is one that we're not meant to be able to go to in the beta. Think about it. Hey, sacred lands. Y'all thought I was traveling all this way for nothing, weren't you? They're like, this man just wasting his time. Come on. I don't want you to go around telling everybody you knew me when I was a kid. They'll all laugh at me. But won't you? They laugh at you anyway? I thought you acted silly on purpose because you like making people laugh. Ember, you're doing a fantastic job keeping all that corruption under wraps. Appreciate it. All right. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. That. Oh, that's right. Fine. Enter. All right, this was broken in my last playthrough. Let's see if it's working properly now. Boom, boom. Nope, it's not. You're supposed to be able to talk to him. You shouldn't have to attack him. You talk to him, he tells you there's an ancient mystery and issue behind this wall. You go behind the wall, and then there's this huge puzzle you have to solve. But instead, nah. Right. And he's just down for the count, right? Right. Yeah, this is broken. Sorry, I shouldn't have even done that. He's never done anything wrong to me. It disturbs me to have a playthrough where I took him out. We'll just leave. All right. Oh, you can go further, huh? We'll come back for that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. All right. For a troglodyte, you show no fear of the sky or open space, or are you simply good at hiding your fear? I don't waste time looking about me. I only look for whatever it is I want to kill, eat, or fuck. And once I've found my target is the only thing I see. Oh, man. All right. We've taken enough corruption, it appears. Ember is at her limits. Let's go ahead and go back. Doom. Doom, 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 doom. Okay, so with that, I'd say the entire top part of the map is taken care of. And now we can start focusing on the bottom part. Yes, Citadel. I don't think we've picked up enough gear for it to be worth us going to sell it, so we'll just rest and head right back out. Doom, doom. Ooh. Oh, just like before, Yah stands before you cloaked in a fake visage, woven from illusions. Greetings, mortal. I come bearing wonderful news. Did you know some of your mages are studying abyssal arcana? I personally heard demons in Alan Shinra boast they had been summoned by magicians wearing crusaders' garb. Their interest was purely academic at first, they were just trying out spells, but it is easy to acquire a taste for such magic. Actually, I had to come here because a couple of artful spell slingers pulled one of my guild members right into your camp and demanded that he serve them and fight against the Worldwound in exchange for his freedom. These magicians even sacrificed an imprisoned cultist to do that. Well, looks like you now have yet another weapon. Unlocks the abyssal summon ritual. What does that mean? Interesting. Yet another weapon at your disposal, and a very potent one at that. My opinion of your chances of victory is rapidly changing in your favor. If my minions mages summon demons, will they really fight for us against their brethren? He shakes his head, chuckling. Is it really so difficult to believe that demons, outstanding models of neighborliness and discipline that they are, will fight against their own kind? I could assure you that many are so stupid and bloodthirsty, they won't care who summons them or who they're sent to attack. What power could I draw from demonic magic? Oh, tremendous. Have you noticed that the whimsical weather of the Worldwound hinders your soldiers far more than it does demons? If your wizards study the abnormalities of the Worldwound, they might be able to control them and use them for their own benefit. Besides, the purpose of demonology is to summon demons that destroy your enemies and obey your orders, isn't it? Your mages are quite capable of harnessing this power, and that's but a small glimpse of the vast treasures that demonic magic contains. Allow it, make it available, and let blood flow freely on the altars. Then even the darkest and most dangerous spells will be yours to command. We will take everything the abyss gives us, every ounce of its might. I don't even need to look to see what it does. He applauds, laughing. I'm impressed. Finally, the legions of Baphomet and Deskari face a truly ruthless foe. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed myself so much. I won't deny it. Your camp is a pleasure to visit, but it is time for me to return to the abyss. I won't be gone long. After all, the Lady in Shadow ordered me to keep an eye on you. A familiar figure clad in black armor appears before you and ceremoniously offers a salute. Greetings, Knight Commander. Yeager and Kel from Paralictor Dorinja's squad at your service. I'm afraid it's becoming a habit, but once again I bring dire news. Yeager shrugs apologetically. Yeager casts a nervous sideways glance at his superior officer. Paralictor, while you've been following the Knight Commander, much has happened at our outpost. Enough empty chatter, Knight. Give your report. Although Regal's tone remains as dispassionate as ever, his gaze has grown in intensity. He watches Yeager like a predatory beast prowling ever closer to its prey. Yeager snaps to attention and repeats a message he's clearly taken pains to memorize. Reporting to whom it may concern, a group of Hellknights has vanished under suspicious circumstances. They were last seen on the road to the occupied city of Iz. The Knights were escorting a group of cultists and carrying letters captured in a recent raid on an underground hideout. They disappeared after reporting their approach to our outpost, and the chapters quartered there failed to find any traces of the missing knights. The situation is highly abnormal. Such a large squad could have fallen in battle, but they could hardly have vanished into thin air without so much as a sign of struggle. Powerful demonic forces might be involved in their disappearance. Thus, we informed Dresden about the incident and plead for help in our investigation. Tell me about the hideout. Where were the cultists captured? It was a secret hideout consisting of a large warehouse and several workshops, which produced equipment for cultist cells all over Mendev. We've been tracking the cultists for a while before finally locating and attacking them. Strangely, our intelligence reports had indicated that several powerful demons were always present inside the hideout, but our strike team only found mortals. We captured and escorted them to our outpost for questioning. What of this outpost where the knights were last seen? As I understand it, Paralictors Rinth, Tai, and Diothan informed you about the outpost during their visit to Dresden. While we finished its construction just a few days ago, it's already our largest staging ground in Eastern Worldwound. We have a small permanent garrison station there, and we use it as a resting area for the Hellknights involved in various expeditions. Fine, I'll take care of it. Regent waves Jaker away, then sets his pale yellow eyes on you. We must visit the Hell Knight outpost as soon as we can. I suggest you treat this incident as seriously as possible. It might have unexpected consequences. All right. What can you tell me about your fellow Hellknights Visit? As a usual formality, representatives of orders traditionally visit newly appointed commanders of Crusader armies. But you are probably wondering something else, whether you are being followed. Of course you are. The Hellknights are the backbone of order in Golarion, and thus we are responsible for watching all the significant movements and figures across the world. You are one such figure. Ha! I expect the entire world is watching me. Even if that's true, be careful, Asmodeus. Universal attention always has its consequences. Almost always negative. Thank you for speaking with me. Until next time. All right.
This way.
What is that still up there for? I don't need it anymore. Weird. Whatever. Boom, boom. So you're not a human, you're a kitsune? Ha! You deceived everyone. Well played. According to the definitions I have gathered, deception is the deliberate dissemination of false information with the aim of misleading one's interlocutor. I never knowingly misled anyone about my nature, and what's more, I could not have done so given my ignorance of it. What conclusion does this bring us to? I did not deceive anyone. Intercolluder? What is that? All right. Oh, wait. Don't I? I swear one of these items I was supposed to store, right? Was it this? Yes, I was storing that in case I decide to respec Woljif for magic.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Ba-da-da-ba-ba. Bam-ba-ba-bum. All right, I think that's enough for one day. I hope all of you all enjoyed the session today. If you did, please leave me a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.